Yeah, good morning. What we are seeing is that the US market continued to show positive trend. Yesterday also stocks moved up. Future are a bit lower, whereas Asian markets are indicating mixed reactions. Yesterday again, Trump has given indication that the deal with the India is near. So quite possible we may announce deal very soon. So that can act positive for India market. And also that can give directions for the world that how the deal are going to be constructed with the US. Apart from that, today morning China PMI came lower. That has come at 49 versus expectation of 49.8 in last month over 51. So this is now if this trade war continue, this will get reflected into the figures now. China, we are seeing first indication of PMI lower figures. And now we may see PMI of US and other countries also getting impacted. As the settlement doesn't come up fast, this will keep on increasing. So that can create some uncertainty in the international market. Whereas if we strike a deal with the US, India can act as it can act as a positive for Indian market. Apart from that, commodities are soft. Oil has come off by around $2. Iron ore and steel are down by around 0.5% in today's morning. And copper is also down by around 0.5%, whereas aluminum is showing the other way around. It is up by around 1% in today. So overall direction wise seems positive for India, considering that we may strike a deal with the US in near term. Now request technical team to take it from here. Swati?
Thank you, sir. Good morning, all of you. This is Swati. Today, the market is likely to open with a gap down opening, and we're likely to witness some range bound trading session during our day. From the last 2 days, we have seen a very strong momentum in the Nifty, but somehow we are likely to witness a profit booking on the Nifty front. Nifty is facing a very strong resistance of 24,500 levels on the higher side, resistance provided by its 61.8% of the Fibonacci retracement of the previous rally. So unless and until Nifty trades below that level, we are likely to hit some sort of a profit bookings on the higher sides, and it's because of the geopolitical reasons as well. So for the today intraday purpose, the immediate support is placed at around 24,240. Any move below that level will see the extension of this sell-off towards to 24,170 to 24,100 levels. Whereas on high side, 24,400 is the first resistance level. If it surpasses that level, then a momentum can be seen towards to 24,470 to 500 levels. The overall setup is definitely positive, but because of the global reasons, we are likely to hit some sort of a selling pressure at the higher levels. Coming towards the Bank Nifty has made a new all-time high, but after that we have seen a strong sell-off also in the second half session, and if Bank Nifty closed near the day's low, which gives some sort of a cautious sign. For the today intraday purpose, the resistance is placed at around 55,240 and 55,000 levels. Resistance is placed at around 55,740 and 56,000. So try to avoid to build up the long position in the first half an hour so. And if you're holding any long positions, hold on with the strict stop losses. We will initiate the call as per the market trends. So wait for some time. That's it from my side. I requested way to team to take the call forward.
Yeah, thank you. Good morning, everyone. So on the derivatives front, as you are witnessing that from last 3 to 4 days of trading session, there has been some sort of liquidation from the put at the front, and against that we are seeing the call at the positions are getting added on near the ATM strikes. As per the yesterday scenario, also we are witnessing that between 24,000 and 24,500 strike call at the position got added up heavily, and against that the put at the position is strongly acting near 24,000 levels. So So currently, once if Nifty managed to give closing about 24,400 level, then we will see possible buying in the market. But till the time, we will witness a range one momentum between 24,400 to 23,800 level. Now, as per the uncertainty which we are witnessing right now, due to which we are seeing that there is not much of confirmation from the buying front on the stock specific front. Also, from last 3 to 4 days of trading session, we are witnessing there has been a selective buying from the overall sectoral front, and the rest of the market we are witnessing that still there is not much of active participation on the buying front for the stock overall market wide and stock specific front. So currently we will wait for this range to get broken out. On the upside, if Nifty managed to get close about 24,400 level on the spot specific front, then we will witness a possible buying of 300 400 points momentum on the upside, and on the downside 23,800 will act as immediate supportive zone. Whomsoever is holding the long position should place the stop loss at 23,800 level, because once if Nifty managed to give close below 23,800 level, directly the support will drag downside toward 23,500 to 23,200 level. So at this point of time, we should wait for any new long position to be get created at this point of time. So avoid new long position at this point of time. As per the stock specific and sector specific front counter that looks positive in today's session, one will be the oral defense pack. Oral defense pack, we are witnessing that from last 2 to 3 days of trading session, there is been a strong volume and the open interest addition with the buying momentum to be continued. So currently HAL BL looks positive. Another counter that looks positive in today's session will be Tata Chem, and KPIT Tech looks positive. On the negative front, Ambuja Cement, Exide Industries, and Apollo Tire looks negative. So that's it from better to front. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. On the result front, yesterday PCBL Chemical posted the result. The result was below expectations. Revenue grew by around 8% on a YY basis, and in terms of operating margin, it came at around 14.3% versus the expectation of around 16%. In the con call yesterday, the management has indicated that the recent acquisition of Aqua Farm is expecting the EBITDA for FY26 to grow by around 40 to 50%. And the target is of 70 to 80 crore of quarterly EBITDA. It is focusing on the increasing US sales and the new product launches. In terms of carbon black business, it is expecting the volume growth of around 9 to 10% for FY26, and capex to increase the capacity to 1 million tons by FY28. The next 5 years capex would be around rupees 3,500 crore. That is rupees 700 crore run rate every year. In line with that, the absolute debt level will also come down significantly from the current level. The stock is trading at a PE of around 23 times to FY26 earnings, and we are long-term positive on the stock. Yesterday, we also attended the con call of AWL Agri Business. In the con call, the management touched upon its various aspects for the future growth drivers, such as distribution, marketing, expansion through organic as well as inorganic growth. Company's food business is still low margin business, which is expected for the next 2 years, and it expects 18 to 20% top line growth. It has set a target of achieving rupees 10,000 crore revenue in the food segment by FY27. Overall, it is expanding its capacity in wheat, rice processing, paddy, and solvent extraction. In terms of distribution, the management indicated that it has grown around 20% on a YY basis, from 7.2 million retail outlets in FY24 to 8.6 million retail outlets in FY25. Also in rural, so far it has reached 50,000 towns, while it is aiming for similar kind of growth and aims to reach additional 10,000 towns in FY26. We remain neutral on the stock, believing a long-term growth outlook remains positive. Thank you.
Good morning. Yesterday, Jana Small Finance Bank posted its results. Results has improved. Advances grew by 19% year on year and 5.6% sequentially. Net interest margin came at 7.4%. Profits came at 123 crore versus expectations of 37 crore. Asset quality improved. GNPA came at 2.71% and MFI GNPA improved to 4%. Secured GNPA came at 1.9%. Gross NPA has peaked out and credit cost is expected to decline here on. AUM growth remained healthy at 19% year on year and 5.6% sequentially. Secured AUM grew by 40% year on year. MFI AUM declined by 11% year on year and flat quarter on quarter. The MFI mix has declined from 40% in FY24 to 30% in FY25, and MFI book shall now start growing gradually. Gold and two-wheeler will continue to grow at high rates on the back of a small base. In CGMFU share in MFI increases to 28%. Bank intends to cover the entire MFI book under CGMFU in FY26. In con call, management stated that companies adopting an overcautious stance in MFI and shall not give a loan if any borrower has an outstanding amount of more than rupees 50,000 with any other borrower. Thus, we expect MFI AUM growth to underperform industry, although it will post mid to high single digit growth in FY26. The guidance for FY27 they gave for AUM and deposit growth of 20% and ROA and ROE to be in a range of 1.6 and 2% to 15% to 18%. So the stock is trading at price to book value ratio of 1.2 times and the outlook is positive for the stock. Also, Bajaj Finance results were in line with expectations. PAT grew by 18.9% year on year. AUM grew by 26% year on year, 5% sequentially. Asset quality improved. GNPA came at 0.96% and net NPA came at 0.44%. Customer franchisee came at 101.8 crore million versus year on year 83.6 million. Customer franchisee AUM grew by 26% year on year with OPEX to NIM for the quarter came at 33.1%, continuing a downward trajectory that is expected to persist in next year. The three corporate actions were taken by Bajaj Finance yesterday. Subdivision of the face value of shares from 2 to 1. Rupees 2 to rupees 1, final dividend of rupees 44 per equity share declared, and bonus issue declared as a 4:1 ratio. The company has opened 137 gold loan branches and 30 MFI branches in the quarter. Overall, there are 964 gold loan branches and 333 MFI branches. Management expect the cost of fund to gradually decrease to 7.75 to 7.85 by the end of FY26. Management gave guidance of FY26 during the con call. They stated that they remain confident in adding 14 to 16 million customers in FY26. AUM growth is estimated at 24% to 25% growth by new line of business launch in last 2 to 3 years. Net interest margin is expected to remain stable. The management is optimistic about profit growth in FY26 and ROA to be in a range of 4 to 4.7 with ROA in the range of 19 to 21% for FY26. And GNPA expected to remain lower than longer term guidance. The stock is trading at 5.8 times trailing price to book value ratio and outlook is positive. And then lastly, Five-Star Business Finance result has improved. NII grew by 21.2% year on year. Profits grew by 18.3% year on year. AUM grew by 23.2% year on year, 6.3% sequentially. Asset quality improved. GNPA came at 1.79%. Net NPA came at 0.88%. And the stock is trading at 4.2 times trailing price to book value ratio. We are positive for the stock. Thank you.
Good morning. State Limited posted the result ahead of expectations. Revenue from operations grew by 14.3% year on year. EBITDA grew by 13.8% quarter on quarter, but declined 0.9% year on year. EBITDA margin came at 11.3% versus expectations of 10.7%. And PAT is also above expectation. And stock is currently trading at P of 17.4 times FY26 EPS. We will provide more details about C8 Limited after the con call. Praj Industries result is below expectation. Revenue from operations declined by 15% year on year. EBITDA declined by 40% year on year, but grew by 29% quarter on quarter. EBITDA margin came at 8.8% versus expectations of 9.6%, and PAT is also below expectations. Stock is trading at P of 27.6 times FY26 EPS. And we will also provide more details after the con call. Thank you.
Good morning. Ambuja Cements posted their results. Results is in line with expectations. Sales volume came at 18.7 million tons, which is in line with expectations. It grew 13% quarter on quarter as well as year on year. EBITDA per ton came at 977, which has declined 5.8% quarter on quarter and 4.5% year on year. Revenue from operations grew 6% quarter on quarter and 11% year on year. EBITDA margin was also in line with expectations. Here are few highlights from the con call we attended yesterday. The company has crossed 100 million tons per annum cement capacity milestone, becoming the ninth largest cement company globally, and it has achieved it in just 13 months. Multiple organic expansions are underway, targeting 118 metric ton per annum capacity by the end of FY26 and 140 by FY28. Target to reduce operational cost per ton is to rupees 3,650 by FY28 through supply chain synergies, raw material cost optimization, and increased use of captive and linkage coal. Kiln fuel cost reduced to 1.58 per 1000 kilocalories from 1.84. The company aims to reach 1,500 EBITDA per ton by FY28 from 1,000 in the last quarter through continued cost reduction and operational efficiency measures. The working capital cycle has improved with business level working capital at 28 days. There is significant process in securing raw materials, taking the total reserves above 9,000 million tons. The stock is trading at 14.6 times trailing EV by EBITDA. Our outlook is long-term positive on the stock. Thank you.
Yeah, apart from this, Vishal Mega Mart has reported numbers, and the numbers were ahead of expectations. Here in year on year, the revenue grew by 23%, and EBITDA margin has also shown upward trend. It has come at 14% versus expectation of 12%, and last year also 12%. So the key change is in the EBITDA margin, and that was mainly driven by the expansion of the gross margin. So here the outlook seems quite positive. The company has the advantage of a very low working capital cycle of only 15 days, which differentiate it from the other retail companies which are operating in the rural market. So stock is trading at around 28 time FY26 EV by EBITDA. So outlook seems positive for Vishal Mega Mart. So that's all from us. Now I'll request commodity team to take up from here.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much. Good morning, everyone. So in today's session, we can witness some pullback if prices are sustaining above 94,700. So buying is recommended around 95,000 and strictly maintain a stop loss of 94,700. On upside again, prices are resisting 95,800 to 96,000, whereby one can book profits. Silver, we are expecting some sell-off. So selling around 97,800, 98,000 is recommended with a stop loss of 98,700. And on downside again, prices can test 96,500 levels. Copper also, we are expecting prices to correct. One can sell around 855 with a stop loss of 860. On downside, 845, 840 is the level we are expecting. Wherein zinc prices are expected to consolidate from 253 to 248, selling around 252 is recommended with a stop loss of 254. And crude oil continuously drifting down, and we are expecting some pullback. So selling around 51.50, 51.70 is recommended with a stop loss of 52.30. And on downside, 5100 to 5050 levels is expected. So all in all, sell on rise in crude oil. Natural gas prices are expected to test 280 levels on downside. So one can initiate a buy around 280 with a stop loss of 270. And upside again, it can test 295, 300 levels. So that's it from us. Thank you very much.